Hi, this is Jamel with Recherche Goldens in beautiful Statesville, North Carolina. I'm so excited to introduce a confident, blocky-headed, beautiful girl we have for sale. This is Miss Pink of Yanna and Ethan's litter. She was born October 27th. So at the time of this video, she's just over 6 weeks of age. They start showing their personality around 4 weeks, but we give them at least 2 weeks to be able to give us their normal and their natural personality. Her Recherche score is 688. 6 being that she is dependent. She's very sweet. She loves to be held, but she's not the most dependent puppy in the litter. She can handle being by herself. She doesn't have issues with being crate trained yet. She doesn't have issues with separation anxiety. She's not independent, but she's just slightly dependent. On the activity scale, she is outgoing. She's playful. She's a very happy puppy. Her tail is wagging. She's a very enjoyable puppy to be around. English Goldens, though, are much calmer than American Goldens, so she's not hyper. She's not out of control, but she's definitely more outgoing than she is calm and laid back. One of her greatest attributes is her confidence. She is one of the most confident puppies in her litter. She's not shy, she's not timid. If there is a weakness of English Goldens, is it that they are sensitive and shy? She is very confident. That means that she will probably be one of the easiest puppies to train because she's fearless and she's not gonna be a dog that's gonna be afraid of different things. Size-wise, she's a good sized girl in her litter, but this is an average size litter. Her mom is 63 pounds. Her dad is only 70, 75 pounds. So I think her size is going to be 60, maybe up to 70 pounds. If I had to put a number on it, I'd say right around that 65-pound mark, which is about the size of her mother. But she does have a big blocky head. No surprise, since her mom has one of the blockiest heads of any female we have ever owned. Now, she's able to go home after graduating either Puppy Academy, which is training till 12 weeks of age, which is January 19th. The second training level is Canine College, our most popular training program, training till 16 weeks of age, which is right after Valentine's Day, February 16th. Now, it's the most popular training program because she'll have all of her shots by 16 weeks of age, so you don't have to quarantine her. Secondly, she'll be able to hold the restroom twice as long at 16 weeks than at 12 weeks. And the biggest reason is her obedience commands. They grow the most between the ages of 10 and 16 weeks of age with obedience. And so many times they are up to 3 times better obedience trained than they are at 12 weeks. The third training level is Master's Program, training till 20 weeks of age, which is March 16th. And the fourth training level is Doggy Doctorate, training till 6 months of age, which is April 27th. Now, if you scroll down, you'll see pictures of both parents, Yanna and Ethan. If you click on those pictures, a video will play where I summarize each of the parents. Simply put, this is the healthiest litter combination that we have produced this year. Why? Because this is the highest or the lowest, the best health clearances that you can produce. Both parents scored in the top 4% of golden retrievers with their hip, elbow, eyes, and heart clearances. And as you can see, they are both absolutely stunning. Now, what I'd like to do is to summarize our Puppy Training Institute. And we're gonna show off some of our normal puppies that have graduated the program. If you do wanna know what the puppies look like and act like at the different training levels, go to our Puppy Training Institute page. There, I go into detail about every training program, and I show puppies that have graduated every training program. But right now, I'll summarize the program in general, and I'll come back and let you know what you need to do if you'd like to reserve Miss Pink. Puppy Training Institute has 4 core areas. There's a couple areas that are very visible that we're going to show you on camera with the puppy that's for sale. Some of the areas are a little bit more difficult, but the one area that's very visible to show is outside training, and the big part of that is leash training. Puppies love the pull, love the tug, love to cut in front of you, and so we train them to walk on our left side. We train them that when we stop walking, they do what's called an auto sit. That's where they automatically sit without being told, without having any hand signals. They automatically sit. That it builds respect and focus on you. A couple other areas in outside training it's a little bit harder to show is car training, and then also swim training when the weather's warmer. The second area that's very visible is obedience training. All of our trainers are certified dog trainers that's been training dogs for years. They know what they're doing. They're all certified. They all can do Canine Good Citizen. They're all very good trainers, and we work on the obedience commands of sit, down, stay, come, place, kennel, and they are trained extensively in all these areas. Now, we have 3 different communication tools we use with the puppies. We use hand signals, we use words, and then we use the training lead that we will provide you. And so as they get older, they get better and better. They can hold their stay longer, they can hold their place longer, they can hold their kennel longer. They can do it with both hand signals and words only, and so they get better and better. The place is when they jump up on the cot. You will definitely want to buy a cot because that allows the transition for our training to go to you. It's a wonderful command. When we say kennel, they go into their kennel on their own volition. We typically keep the door open, especially as they get older. And we train them, they cannot leave the kennel or really any other door until they are released. The two other areas that's a little bit more difficult that we're going to show you just generic dogs going through this. The one area is house training. We actually spend more time in house training than all the other areas combined. That's about 2/3 of the training. And this is where we work on the most important area of potty training. Of course, we're training them not to use the restroom inside and the signal eventually to go outside. A puppy at 12 weeks of age can typically hold the restroom about 1 hour during the day, whereas a puppy at 6 months can do 4 hours. The same thing is with crate training. We train them to sleep at night in their crate, eat in their crate. And a 12-week-old can typically sleep around 4 to 5 hours without having to be let out. And a 6-month-old, it's 6 to 10 hours. So obviously the longer they're in training, the longer they can be crate trained. We also, though, while they're in house training, we train them not to jump up on us, not to chew things in the house, not to bite our hands. It's very extensive. And then the last area is socialization training. Many people worry about getting a trained or older puppy is that they won't bond. Well, because of our socialization program, our puppies bond very quickly. In fact, we've never had a client complain about that. And so in our socialization, we're training them not to be afraid of thunderstorms. We're training them not to be afraid of the hair dryer, of the blow dryer, of a vacuum cleaner. We have a TV in our puppy training area, in our house training area, where we're socializing them. They go on field trips when they get older. We work extensively on them being handled. We have 20 plus people that work for us, so these puppies are handled by multiple people and they're socialized extensively. That is our Puppy Training Institute. Now, if you're interested in Miss Pink, read through this entire page. If you scroll to the bottom, you'll see pictures we just took of her. Right above her most recent pictures are her prices for each of the training levels. Some people do have a hard time finding those prices, so in this video, we're gonna actually show you where prices are found on a typical page, but the prices you see in this video are not necessarily her prices. You do need to look at her page. And then right below this video is a link that says click here, fill out puppy application. Click on the words puppy application, fill it out. We will respond to you within 24 hours. Thank you so much for taking time to visit Miss Pink of Yanna and Ethan's Litter. Thank you so much, and God bless.